Yo, Stickasaurus here, and today we're going to work on something really special, at least to me. But this is Gokai Stick. This is the helmet I designed for my logo and my channel, my brand, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And finally got it printed. I broke off one of the tentacles by accident. That's not a big deal. This was a journey to get to. I came up with a couple design ideas. I went through, I think, like 3 designs on my own. And I mean, I could probably have done a good enough job on my own to get a reference made for this, but I went the extra step because I wanted a professional looking art piece to use as a logo. So I designed this based on an idea I have of like a Gokaiser that has been taken over by like an octopus. And I love octopuses. I love Gokaiser. What's not the, it just works. It's like peanut butter and jelly. So I went through a couple ideas and kicked it around what I want to actually do. I finally settled on one, and I commissioned M for Mighty. Check him out on Instagram. He does great work. He's working on that Bob Force New Frontier. He does the art for them. So I got that done, and I got the whole helmet view from him. And then I had 3D Command Center model this for me, and he did a great job. Fairly priced. Was pretty quick about it, considering this is kind of like a weird, like organic shape mostly. Only asked him to go back and change like 1 or 2 things. Not a big deal. I had him add the outline for the spots on it. These are symmetrical. The art, they're not really symmetrical. I think around the tentacles in the front, we might make them asymmetrical. I'm not sure. Maybe the symmetrical look will give it an actual helmet vibe. Because what I struggled with when designing this, coming up with the ideas, I didn't want it to be too not helmet-ish, if that makes sense. There's not a lot of asymmetrical helmets in Sentai, as far as I can think of. I mean, maybe some of the Q Rangers, the weird ones, like Ryu Commander, his, like, at least his mouth part and everything is still symmetrical. So I think that helps add to the, like, look of the helmet. I'm really excited to get this done. Let's get started on this. I think we're just going to go to the primer first, and then we'll go from there. But all right, yeah, that looks a little rough. Looks a little rough. I even went a little heavy, and it didn't really do anything. I also broke off the other tentacle while I was holding it. No big deal. I should have printed them separately anyways. Stupid mistake and my fault. So no big deal. I also was thinking maybe this helmet's a little big. I don't know. I'm gonna press on with this one. We'll let this dry. We'll do spot putty. Try not to lose any details. Try it, and then we will see how it looks. Still think she might be a little big, but we're going to press on. Hopefully the spot putty fixed up a good bit of the issues in the front here, but we'll see. She looks better. As you can see, there was some layer adhesions that just pulled right up. Luckily, it's kind of on the back, so feeling it won't be like end of the world, but we'll get some primer on this and see what we got to do. It's not that bad. There's some like easy to get to spots that I need to do. There's a couple of little bumps right here. It looks a lot better than it did. We got almost all this under extrusion here out. I'm happy with it so far. Again, other than being maybe a little big, but. I found it's Micron masking tape. This is 0.7 millimeter. They have 0.4 millimeter, but 0.7 is close enough to 1/32nd, which is what the pinstripe I use is. So this should work. I haven't used it yet. I literally just opened it to get a look at it. We're gonna try to mask off the detail lines. We're gonna put this on it. Hopefully it works. If not, then I don't know. Maybe we'll just go back to how we were doing it with the pinstripe tape. But after we get this tape on here, we'll hit it with another coat of black just to hold down the masking so we don't get any runs. Because that's what people do. That's what everyone's been telling me to try. So we're going to give it a go. This will be the first victim. I need to go do something else. So I'm going to walk away from this for a little bit just to, I'm not rushing. Stuff works pretty nice. We'll see how it holds up. And like if this all just totally ends up not working, we'll adjust.
stuff we're gonna have to touch up with tentacles for sure. I just must have missed some spots. There's a lot of grooves, hard to get in. I figured just move on with the paint because I have to go back and probably fix if it runs somewhere. So I must just do it all in one go. But we're gonna put the blue on it and mask off and do the gold. And haven't decided if I'm going to mask off the logo or just do what I usually do is just metallic paint pen. We will see. Well, I was super pumped to get this done today, at least the paint. And I ran out of my gold I was using while still painting. I guess I'm gonna have to wait till I get to the store and get another can and paint the rest. I am very upset. I swear I had another can. I'll keep looking, but I don't think I do. So, not great. We're not having a great time. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. The masking, which I already kind of knew, just did not hold up at all. All these circles. So we got paint that just bled everywhere on all of them. I mean, obviously it was my masking job. I mean, these curves were hard to mask. I probably should have figured something better out. You know, it is what it is. It's a little late now. There's some places where like down here, kind of masked wrong. And some of the gold go over. The gold's not a big deal. It's all this, see all the yellow. Back's not that great. You know, same issues, and yep. I broke this tentacle getting the tape off. So what are we gonna do? Well, I thought about a couple things. One, trying to just start everything again, but I think we could save this. What I'm gonna try first is just, you know, Q-tip paint, touch up the blue, touch up the yellow or the blue, and by blue I mean this blue. This, we're just gonna try to get into the black lines. But like in here, I don't know how I'm gonna get in there and do that. That's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a whole thing. We could touch up the black lines. That's not a problem at all. Yes, I think we can do some spot putty here. I super glued it back on, just some spot putty here. And I think I can do this area pretty localized and not get the paint off everything. We'll see. So that's what we're gonna do. That's where we're at. Stand by. So I touched this up the best I could. Lipstick on a pig situation. I'm not happy with it. I think we just need to start over. And just what we're gonna do. Since this is already at the end, I'm gonna finish it. I'm just gonna clear it. I'm not gonna waste a 2K can on it. But we're gonna redo it. Like I said, I have one I'm already working on. Gonna do things differently. We're gonna paint blue first, I think, and then we'll mask off and do the octopus. And by blue, I mean like the base coat. Mask off, do the octopus. I'm gonna use pinstripe tape because there's way too many lines. That was a mess. And for the circles, I got some blue vinyl that we're just gonna kind of make some circles and put it on, and hopefully that works. Never did that before, but I don't see why it wouldn't. No big deal. Do the gold, and hopefully it'll look better. I'll still be happy with this. I won't mind having two of these. Hopefully this one will look a lot better. It has a lot less issues. I didn't break all the tentacles off and everything. I did fix this up rather a good bit. I mean, I don't know if you can super see, but I at least got all it like crisped up best I could. Like I said, she's not the best. And this one will be the one, hopefully, the hero one I use for my suit. But this one I'll probably skip to once I start getting the paint on it. We're just gonna clear this and start painting this. So. Back in here with the new Gokai stick. Finally got it to the point where there's paint able to go on it. Still not happy, like with the round where the tentacles attached down there. That was a bad design choice on me, and I'll own up to that. So for this one, I'm gonna do the yellow first for the octopus, and then we'll mask it off, do the blue, and then the details and all that. So that's the plan. Same colors. I was happy with the colors. I'll keep you posted from here on out with this one. Popping back in with this replacement helmet. Got it masked. We're gonna do the blue base coat, and hopefully this masking holds. I don't know, we'll see. So we got that on there. All we have left to do is the emblem. Hopefully, I don't know, I was having a hard time masking this like in my head, so we'll see. I probably screwed up, but we might get all of the masking off and then do the silver, just make sure everything's okay before we get carried away. So maybe that's next, then we'll do the blue circles in vinyl. Okay, we're gonna hand paint the Gokai symbol, I think. And then for the spots on the, we're also gonna hand paint the eyes. The spots on the octopus, we're gonna use blue vinyl. We're just gonna cut circles. I do a couple. I might just do them like off camera because it's gonna take me 30,000 years. But that's the plan. Then we'll do the detail lines around those blue circles and everything else. We should be almost good to go. So I think that looks good. Like I said, they're not symmetrical or anything. They're not supposed to be. So we'll do that, and then once we do the black around it, I think it's gonna look just as good as if we painted them. So that's the plan. Even like these little parts, I could probably just cut out a circle here and use. So I think it's gonna work good. Probably gonna do most of this off camera. It takes a lot of work, and it's something I could just sit and watch TV and do. I will check back in once we get that, and we'll do touch-ups and detail lines together. So stand by. All right, we got the vinyl blue circles on. It was a nightmare. It took way too long. I need a circuit for that. Cricut, whatever they're called. We're gonna do the detail lines and paint the eyes, and then I think we should be about ready to clear coat. We did all the circles just by hand. With them being vinyl, it's kind of easy to follow. You can press up against it and go for it. Just want to get this done. We'll do like the actual like hard lines with pinstripe tape. That's not a problem. Still got to do the back, but I think it's looking pretty good. To color the eyes in too. Just like to get this done. Gonna be honest, I'll go over it in the end, but we're gonna have to do a new one. But we'll get there. That's where we're at. So we'll do that, and then we will get to the clear coat. All right, we're finally gonna get the clear on this. It is what it is. I'm not like unhappy with it, but since I have to do a new one, I'm kind of just over it. So we'll get the clear on it and see how it looks. Okay, we're gonna get the visor in, elastic, magnets, and then hopefully, if it all turns out okay, we'll get to the spin around. She is. There is Gokai Stick in the flesh. A living helmet. It's so cool. I hope you enjoyed this journey. Going from my garbage concept art to M for Mighty fleshing it out, to 3D Command Center modeling it, all the way to me actually finishing it for the second time. So this is the second one, as I said like halfway through the video. Here's the first one. I'm sure you've seen it in some of my TikToks and everything. A couple other things. I thought it was a little big, so I printed it a little smaller for this one. The funny thing is, we're going to have to print a third one. I got M for Mighty to flesh out my whole suit. I sent him concepts of it. And I got him to change the emblem to have like an octopus on the head, and I think it looks cooler. So that's what I'm going to do for version 3. I just got to get the model for it. So these two are kind of obsolete, but not really. They're cool. I think they're milestones in, you know, my journey and my channel. And honestly, just the quality of work. Like, this one's nice. This one's a lot nicer. The seam's a little bit rougher on this one, but I think that was a couple other issues that weren't really my fault. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this helps clear up the journey it takes to make your own custom helmet into reality. I know I do a lot of custom helmets. Most of them I have over on the Patreon, the build videos. So if you want to see them, feel free to please check that out. We got the community builds over there. They're all from scratch, custom, fan voted on, and we make them come to life. And then I have also like custom helmets over there as well. Build videos and everything. So if you're interested in that, check it out. So M for Mighty did the art. I'll put him down in the description. And then 3D Command Center modeled it. Of course, I'll put him in the description. Make sure you check them out if you want to get your own custom helmets made. I'll certainly help you with whatever you need to make them come to life. I know we've been doing a lot of fan series. It's kind of the same concept. I mean, that's a whole team, whereas this is just one helmet for now. But next up, we're going to do the whole suit. I don't know if I'm going to do the suit. I might get one for now. Oh boy. For now, done by someone else, just like the base suit. I did a little bit of sewing on the undersuit for the Gokai stick. I'm not super good at that, so it's kind of been a learning process. And I would like to debut this at a convention coming up, so got to get going on that. But we're going to do the pauldrons and all the foam work and cuffs and everything. So look forward to that. I'll do videos and all that once we get there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. It's been a journey. I hope this video isn't too much of a mess, considering that's been done for a very long time, and I switched gears halfway through to do this, and this has just been sitting for probably even longer than that's been done, so, which doesn't make sense, but actually it does. So thanks for watching. As always, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Stickasaurus, Facebook, Stickasaurus Custom Props. Down in the description is a link tree. It has a link to the merch store if you're interested in shirts. We got a lot cooler ones with this helmet on it, if you're interested. We also have Discord if you want to come and talk about other prop makers or just toy collectors or fans of helmets, Power Rangers, Sentai, Kamen Rider, Ultraman, other Toku, whatever you're into. We're all there hanging out. And of course the Patreon, as I mentioned before, for the community builds and all that. Even the $1 tier gets to vote on the builds and participate. The top tier, you actually get the file for the helmet model to do whatever you want with it. Build your own with us. That's why they're community builds. Yeah, make sure you check that out.